All right, you guys, we are here for a crafts and coffee holiday craftsdraganza Christmas special. So I am so super excited to have you guys all here with me today, as well as I have a few friends that are here. As they're going to be playing part of our Christmas Carol homage homage that we're doing today. So I just wanted to say quickly though that thank you guys so much for supporting us in this last year. So since the Cricut Crafting Adventure in March, we've been coming to you live as often as we can, and usually Amy's here with me, and that is actually one of the things that's kind of made me a little sad and feeling a little Scrooge this winter or Christmas season is that Amy isn't going to be able to join us for just because she's dealing with some family issues. So for some of you that didn't know, her husband was in a car accident before Thanksgiving. And he's doing a lot better. He's home, but she's obviously focusing on family. So let's see. We've got a whole bunch of people here already. And it sounds like it's not like super Christmassy for any of you either yet right now. So I can see, San Diego's kind of cold, Roseanne said. So yeah, I know it's Minnesota here. So we're like winter wonderland and we have no snow. It's warm. And I'm not like complaining at all because I would rather have it warmer and not negative 40 degrees and no snow. But that's just me. Okay, so I just wanted to say here that today, so we were talking about how I have a group of blogging friends that I've been hanging out with for 5 years. And these ladies have been my support. We've been friends. We've actually done a holiday party every single year that we've been together, I think. Since we started doing Zoom together. And so this year we thought it'd be really fun to kind of include you guys in kind of our own celebration because you guys are important and you're all like here for us all the time. And we just really excited to share this with you. And because Amy is not able to be with us, I thought, well, she's going to be with us in spirit. And then that's what kind of got me thinking about this whole ghost or Christmas Carol theme. So each of the ladies that I have today are going to be a different ghost. And we're going to kind of take them order, but I'm going to bring them on for a minute so you guys can say hi to them all. So let's see. I've got Lucy Foxworth. I've got Emily Miner. And I have Joa Crandall. So these ladies are like my besties. Like they are some of the most creative people I know, and it's so super fun to like have them all here today. So Lucy, you're going to be the ghost of Christmas past, and you are from Paper Glitter Glue. And where are you talking from?
I'm in upstate South Carolina.
All right, and Emily. Sorry, upstate.
I just was going to say near the North Carolina border.
Okay, see, I keep thinking you're in North Carolina because there's 2 Greenvilles, right?
Yeah, but I'm in the good Greenville.
Okay, and then we have Emily Miner, who's going to be our ghost of Christmas present. And Emily, I will introduce her a little more later, but can I just say you get extra props for being so extra with the costume?
Thanks.
So Emily, where are you today?
So I am actually at a friend's house. I am in South Dakota, and normally I live near the Black Hills, and we are all the way on the other side of the state. Getting a little early start on Christmas celebrations, visiting friends and family. So it's actually my friend's elf dress.
Okay, so the fact that the fact that you have a friend that had a ready-made elf dress just speaks volumes.
Yeah, she's a bestie.
Okay, and then Joa, you are down in. Is it warm where you're at?
It's about 60 degrees. Yeah.
So Joa's going to be the ghost of Christmas future, and so usually it's a lot warmer at Christmas time where you are, isn't it? Or no?
No, this is about normal. This is about 50, 60, you never know. So I'm in Houston, actually a suburb of Houston, Cypress, Texas. And it can be anywhere from the low 50s to the mid 70s for Christmas. But I'm headed to Iowa tomorrow, which is my home state, because I have a grandbaby there and another one almost there. So
Oh, that is so exciting. I am so
Yes.
thrilled for you.
Yep.
I love seeing all the grandbaby pictures. You always look so content.
Yep.
So that whole being a grandmother has kind of changed your business a little bit in some ways. So we're going to talk about that a little bit more later on. So what I'm going to do, so so my mom is on. She says it's warm in Montana. We've got Roseanne, PD. We've got Tanya from Florence, Kentucky. Everybody thinks Emily's extra. We've got Washington State. And Mama C said it is nice to not to be dealing with ice or snow right now. And I think that is a big thing for Minnesota. Like not being scared of driving around in the snow and the ice is nice this winter. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and be all techie here, and I'm going to take you guys off and just leave Lucy for now. All right.
Mom. Mommy.
Let's see if I can go ahead and there. All right, this is Lucy Foxworth. Lucy is paper glitter glue, and Lucy's going to be the ghost of Christmas past today because Lucy, this last year she's always done some marvelous things with little houses and kind of based on the little Putz houses, right? And then she's actually kind of leaned on some of more of the nostalgia and vintage this year with some of her projects as well. So it worked out really well. But I think what I love about Lucy and thinking about the Ghost of Christmas Past is that she really brings her people into community through some of her different contests that she has and through her Facebook group. So Lucy, could you tell us a little bit about your, how you come up with Christmas craft ideas?
Probably like you. I just look. Your eyes are always open. You just looking, and whatever you see. I like to walk through old neighborhoods, and I take pictures, and love old houses, and I have this huge file of houses, and some of them say must make, but I haven't made them because it's so hard to bring all this. You have so many ideas, and it's hard to bring them to life. So
it takes a lot of time to do the design and then the execution and then, sharing them and teaching it and all the things.
Yeah, I call myself a pixel pusher. So when I'm doing a design, I'm like, that's like a little tiny bit off. And it takes me forever to get them done. But
pixel pusher.
Yeah. Because I worry about like, oh no, that one's off, and it'll be like 1/1000th of an inch, and I'm like, oh, I got to move that pixel. So, yeah.
So what you're trying to say is it is not easy and it is not magical. You don't just sprinkle your little Christmas fairy dust and things work.
I wish. Also, I didn't train for that. My previous job, I was actually a pediatric ER doc, so. It's not like anybody taught me graphic stuff and how to design. So I'm like, how do you do that? And where is the button that lets you duplicate this? And drives me crazy.
Well, I'm feeling a little Scroogey this summer or this winter just because I'm kind of, it's no snow and I'm missing Amy a little bit. So tell me, Lucy, if you have people in your Facebook group that are feeling a little like blue, what do you have that can kind of get some people in the Christmas spirit? I've heard a little bit about a Christmas Okay, go ahead.
Yes, every year I have actually for the last 3 years, I have a Christmas contest where people make houses and then just share a photo. And then I have like a whole panel of judges, like 8 or 9 people who judge it. And then we have what we call the People's Choice Award, where people vote on my website. They'll make a comment, tell me what their favorite is. And then also on the YouTube channel, we have a kind of a quick video. It's less than 2 minutes, and it shows all the houses, and you can vote there too on my Paper Glitter Glue channel. But it's just so much fun. I try not to think of the competition aspect, but think more about creativity and sharing your creativity, because a lot of people make incredible stuff but just don't share it. And this is a nice way for people to see it. Oh, and so that's one thing. And then I've been meaning to do this forever. I think it was like 2018 or 2019. I made a wreath with little houses, little putz houses on it. All of them were based on vintage putz design. And finally, I got a workshop together. Wait, let me see. I'm going to go the wrong way. So this is my wreath. I made a workshop for this wreath. And they're all little vintage houses. And I put the workshop on sale because I knew we were going to be on today. So it's on sale. The regular price is like $47. I made it for $37 for this. I mean, that was my introductory price. And it's got like 12 different houses on it.
It's got 12?
At least 12. And I always do variations. Like this is one of the churches. Yeah. How do you do this?
I should have flipped you.
Here, let me do it now.
No, don't do it now. You got it? Okay.
I'm extremely left-handed, meaning I can't tell left from right. So this is one church. This is a variation of the pattern with the steeple on top. And this one I call, because I painted it with a paint called Spun Sugar.
Oh, so pretty.
And so I talk about how to apply the snow and the glitter. Glitter doesn't show up very well on camera, but all of them have most of them have kind of an alpine design. I wanted it to look a little bit different, and I wanted the theme to fit. So that's what I've been working on. It took me a long time to get it together, but I do have the Alpine Village Wreath workshop done.
Yeah, I'm going to pop that into the chat too. There's a link for that. But Lucy, you said that you have a special offer. Is this a Christmas special for our viewers?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I put the workshop on sale, so it's for $37. So
that's so awesome.
It's not fast. Like, for example, to make the workshop, I made like 50 houses, and I didn't. 50 houses.
Forget Emily's outfits. You are so extra.
Yeah, and they're painted. I like them out of cardboard. You can make them out of cardstock, but I like mine to last, so I usually paint them. And so, 50 houses, hand painted. It was a lot. Yes.
So, but one of the things that I love about you is that you go through all these design things and then you really go in and simplify things. So for the people that are watching and buy the workshop, it's not nearly as like you really do simplify things.
I try to make it as easy as possible to put it together. Like I have there's a certain actually I can tell you, like, this is sort of the secret of the workshop.
Ooh, secrets. We like secrets.
So when I first made my very first wreath years ago, I hot glued the houses to the wreath. But what if you change your mind, or you get tired of it, or the wreath gets kind of ratty? I have a cat who likes to eat the wreath. And so what if you want to take them off? What if one year, say you move and you got this great mantle and you want to make a village? So what I did was I made holes in the back so you can actually wire the house on, so you're not tearing it up.
Oh, look at that.
It's real. And, as you move things around, they loosen. But this way you can tighten them. So that was kind of the secret. And I even did it on the bottom. And let me see. I'm going to turn my thing if I turn it the right way. So I put all these little houses.
Look at the tree.
And I wired them on. I bought a special tree that has kind of layers, so I can wire the house on from the bottom. So,
that is so cool.
That's the secret thing that I've done.
So Lucy, you can't tell us, but so I put a link in the chat of your Christmas contest. So I was looking at that this morning, and I noticed that you said that one of the things that you really like is when people title their houses. So I was looking at some of the are those all the ones from this year, or are those ones from last year on your page?
They should be the ones from this year.
Okay, I think it did say 2023. Okay, some of those titles are so funny. Like people were talking about like one of the houses is a little like tableau, or I forget what you call it. Like when it's just like a little like scene of like getting ready for Christmas, and like there's a dog parking in the Amazon person, and there's deliveries, and they're doing the Christmas lights, and
that one is incredible. It's called 3 Days Before Christmas. And there's even an ambulance because the father sees all these packages coming in and he like passes out. So there's an ambulance, there's an Amazon truck, a UPS truck. It is hysterical. And then somebody did Ralphie, A Christmas Story. So it's got Ralphie in the front, but we only show one photo for the
I suppose you can't like turn things around. And
yeah, I mean, just to be fair, we just show one, but in the back it shows a picture of Ralphie shooting out of his window, and I mean, so many details. You can see more details. Most people share on my Facebook group.
Okay.
And paper houses and paper crafts by Paper Glitter Glue. I know, a lot of paper. But anyway, in the private Facebook group, there are many more photos, and you get a better idea of like the incredible details that people put in. And some are just, so those are the kind of the funny ones. But there are some beautiful ones like, just some very serene churches.
Yes, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah. And so you guys definitely have to go and check out that link. So I put it in the chat. But then, I think going to your Facebook group, that's your Paper Glitter Glue Facebook group, is a great idea. So you guys can go ahead and encourage the people that made the houses then too by commenting on them and just tell them that you like what they're doing. But Lucy, just to kind of, I don't want to let you go with our, move on to our next ghost visitation without asking you. So I really feel like watching part of us being in this group is together is I get to see things, as they come. And your some of your designs have definitely been leaning into more of the vintage nostalgia. So I know, like in particular, I asked you to show us, you had a reindeer, like a little reindeer.
I made this for a craft group. It's a little like treat box. And I drew it from a vintage reindeer design, and it's layered design. And I will add that it's actually in a bundle of about 10 different designs, like a gingerbread. And I did it when I did my vintage cat box.
Okay, so that was for Holiday Craft Fest. So if anybody had purchased the VIP for Holiday Craft Fest, did they have access to those?
Yes, they would still have those. Yes.
Okay. But otherwise, you're going to actually because everyone here is going to want to look at those. So you're going to actually put those for sale at some point?
Yes, I'll try to do that, soon.
So what else do you have first?
Okay, this I made, again, for another event. And I'm allowed to share it after a certain period of time. So I've got this little gingerbread house. And the kind of freaky thing about it is that you can make it in like 5 minutes. It takes like 15 minutes to cut and probably 5 minutes to clean the mat. But you can actually make a little house.
Wait. So you can make it in 5 minutes, or I can make it in 5 minutes?
Okay,
everybody.
Grandkids and stuff. It's so easy. Because this is a layer, and all you do is add the backing to it and then just assemble. And like I said, I kind of have a structure I do that makes them much stronger. Mm-hmm. And so it's easy. Yes, I can glue it together in about 5 or 10 minutes. So that I've got to get I'm going to try to get that. If you'll subscribe, I should have that ready before the weekend.
Cool. Okay, so just one more thing about Lucy and Christmas is when we first started kind of hanging out together, it was, I think was early on. that she came up with the idea of gingerbread paint. Now, gingerbread paint is paint that smells like gingerbread. Okay, so this is like her, like, I mean, this is like completely extra, but this is actually how Lucy kind of brings in some of that nostalgia as well, is like scents and, you know, the way things look. And this just was over the top. Is that the house?
Yeah, I think it's about 4 years old. It's not very strong, but let me see. I don't think you can see the texture, but I actually mix spices with the paint. I mix cinnamon's the strongest, and I had some ginger and I don't know, whatever I thought might smell like pumpkin spice or gingerbread. And then I painted the house. And then this is texture paste. I put in an icing bag, a disposable icing bag. And so, I mean, it's like a gingerbread house that'll keep. You know, I live in the South, so a lot of times it's winter. In winter, we're still pretty humid, and gingerbread goes. And just
Yeah,
kinda
I remember you talking about that.
But
And
this
we were
is
like, we'll see how it stands up to time.
yeah, you know, I think this is about 4 years old.
Yeah.
And this is my, if you want the pattern, I call it my storybook cottage because I copied the design from a old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So that's the design.
Oh, that is so, so cool.
But see, it works either way.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like your stuff has definitely gotten, like, oh man, Lucy, it's just like your stuff has just gotten to the point where it was super cute before. And now I just like, I'm constantly oohing and eyeing because it's just so adorable.
Well, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so Lucy is paper glitter glue. I popped into the chat. I popped in her, let's see, I for sure popped in the link to, so in the description for this video, you guys can find all these links as well. But I popped in her paper glitter glue website. And then I also popped in the link to the Alpine Workshop, which she has a special Christmas special for us, which is so cool. And then I also popped in the link to the miniature house contest page, so you guys can go and see everything that we were talking about. So yeah, definitely you make an awesome Ghost of Christmas Past. I really appreciate you coming on today, Lucy.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to move it on to Ghost, my next visitation. So I'm feeling a little more Christmassy already. How about you guys? Liking that? Yeah? Is this kind of fun? Okay, so we're going to go to, let's see, come up to my thing here. And we're going to go to Emily and bring her on. So this is Emily Miner of Miner DIY. Let's see. It's having trouble focusing on your face, Em. Let me see.
Yeah, I see. I'm kind of blurry. It's like just pixelated for me.
Yeah, it's weird. Oh, you're getting
I
better.
wonder if it's the one. Okay.
I think it's okay. So Emily is she's not only the explosion box enchantress, she's been on this show as Mrs. Claus before, and she is also going to be here again today as the Ghost of Christmas present. Because Emily, this all just worked out so well. I am so impressed with this, like a whole Christmas Carol thing happened, because Emily is so perfect for this, because I feel like her work really has us, like it's all about the experience in the moment. So who here has seen any of Emily's explosion boxes? Let's see. So she has that. So do you guys know what an explosion box is? So Emily, tell us what an explosion box is.
So an explosion box, it is a little paper box that, just looks like a little gift box. But when you take off the lid, the sides fall down flat and then reveals another box inside, which of course you take off the lid, falls down flat, there's another box. And most of mine have 5 or 6 layers. And you can put something special in the middle, you can put a gift in a box, or for a recent event, I made a photo snow globe to put in the middle of the box. I made little tiny penguins, like things like that.
So I'd like to know who here has actually like discovered Emily through the explosion boxes, because that was kind of the thing you first leaned into. But since then, you've done like, and it's really a theme with you, I think, is you've gone to cards, you've gone to little like pop-up boxes and things, and everything that you do is very experiential. Very, you really put like the person who's receiving the gift, you have them in mind and their experience opening it. So tell us about some of the other things that you've done that have kind of been like an experience.
Yep. Well, so I got started on the explosion boxes. I don't know. I saw, some random thing on YouTube or an ad or whatever. And I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And I have lived overseas for 14 years before this, 9 years in China, 5 years in Belgium. And of course, when you're an expat for 9 years, you see people leaving. And I used to do photo books, and I put together lots and lots of photos because, when you leave, what are you left with? You're left with, a few things you bought there. But the memories through the photos and those stories and those connections, like that's what's actually really important. That's what you really want to remember, correct? Like things break, things, don't necessarily get passed down from generation to generation. But photos, they're really important. So I made this explosion box for a friend for her 50th birthday of all of our memories together. And the look on her face as she just kept opening these layers and layers and layers, it was just amazing. So I kind of took that and like I made a giant workshop, and then I realized, okay, well, maybe not everyone quite has time to do this giant workshop. Started doing other things. Like, for example, for one of the projects I did, this little camera box.
Which is so cute.
Isn't it cool? So my mom's Christmas present request was to do this together. So I'm going to show her one-on-one how to use her Cricut a bit more and do this. And it also holds 4x6 photos. So you can put photo prints in there too. Because we don't want to just keep our photos on our phone, right? Like we want to have them printed out somewhere.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a big thing too. Like, Yep.
And then I did like for cards, this is called the Mantle-Worthy Photo Card. And I don't have the photos in this one yet. But you can see how you can just, easily mail it. It's just a little bit thicker. And then it is meant to be displayed, hence mantle-worthy photo card. Like, so, put that up. Let's not just, it's not a standard greeting card where you're just like, okay, yes, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday, love this person. Okay, great. What do we do with that? But this one, you keep and display.
So we've got a whole bunch of people in the chat already, Emily, that are saying that they love your stuff, that they are like, they've made a bunch of your stuff. They think it's just amazing and unique. And I think a lot of that uniqueness is that you're showing people how to use their memories to craft memories. So memorable experience, but with, you're still bringing up these memories that people have, through use of photos. You're one of the only Cricut like educators that use a lot of photos in your work. So
I
think that's really cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
The other one I think that people were talking about.
Actually, yes, in the chat, somebody mentioned this one because this is so cool.
Yeah, this is awesome. So I did this project for the 12x12 cardstock shop. You can find it on my site. So there's a whole video tutorial on how to do it. And, we give cash a lot of the time because now, gosh, people want grocery money, right? Or you want to give them something that they can really use. So I made a fun way to give it.
Okay, let's watch. I'm excited.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
So a US dollar bill fits perfectly, or 20s or hundreds or, whatever you want to get. in there perfectly. So you just fold these cubes down in here and stick the money on top. You can layer them. And so when you pull out the drawer, then the cubes pop up and the money just flies out. So
That is so cool.
and this is important. In my workshop, I show you how to do the rubber bands and how to like pick the perfect rubber band and how to put the rubber band around the cube so you don't tear the paper. And I found 12 by 12 cardstock has this 55 point cardstock, this black, really fun stuff.
Yeah.
And perfectly so it doesn't bend. Yeah.
That is
really good.
awesome. Yeah.
Very popular.
Well, Emily, where can we find that now that you've shown it to us and we all want to make it?
Yep. So if you go to my website, minordiy.com, you can either search for it to find the video tutorial and where you can buy the SVG, or you can just go to my shop and it is also linked there.
Oh, your shop. Okay, I just threw in your blog, and I'm gonna throw in your shop too. But again, guys, all these are in the description as well. Okay, so yeah, that one is really
14 of these boxes.
Wow. Yeah.
Crazy.
And I think what I love, I think what I love about your work as well as actually everybody who's here is each of our my friends here, is that you guys put so much time and effort to making, like you do all this research. So it's like, I was amazed one day when we were talking and you're like, I tried all these different rubber bands and these are the rubber bands that work best. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, like I would have had no clue. I would have done it. My thing would have not worked as well. And I've been like, okay, so apparently I would have thought that you were magical and that I did not have the magic. But instead, you go through and you like show us all like exactly how to do, get these great results as well. So I am very appreciative of that.
And it definitely, it takes some work. And I'm like, not everybody has access to the same rubber bands.
Yeah.
So, but it did. It took me quite a while to figure out, okay, actually, so this is how you tell if the rubber band is going to be better. On my website too, or I have a reel of comparison of paper, right? So like 65-pound cardstock, the cubes will fling up much better than heavier paper, like 110-pound cardstock.
Really? So, see, that's just kind of fascinating.
It is. And I mean, I love like pop-up books, like, and paper engineering. And like, it's so fascinating to me to like make a flat piece of paper, like literally dead trees, right? Just do all this cool stuff.
So in my mind, I'm always thinking of you as the paper engineer and Lucy as the paper architect. And it's just kind of, it's pretty fun to like see how you each just really kind of use, I mean, we're all pretty right-brained people, but for you to like, you really take and drill down, like, this is how to actually do this like super, super well and make it work. So yeah, I think that's great. So everybody is very appreciative of all the work that you do in this, kind of doing all that research and doing all those testing and things. And it looks like a lot of people are really excited about that cash box too. So Emily, we can find you at minordiy.com. Quick question for you. How are you celebrating the holidays this year?
So this year, we're visiting family, visiting my parents. Not coming there tonight, actually. And
fun.
Go home and spend Christmas Eve with my husband's parents and his brother and his family. And then on Christmas morning, we kind of have our own traditions now of opening presents with just us and the kids.
Yes, because I should mention that you are a mom of 4. You are like the cool creative mom that all the kids like want to have, like at school and stuff. And you just do a lot of. So do you feel like having a being in that time of life is really focusing you on the present? Trying,
right? Because like it's really easy to get caught up in like the day to day of I'm so tired of telling these children to brush their teeth and pick up their socks.
Yeah.
Why are the socks on the counter constantly? You know what I mean? But then looking back, like, oh my gosh, this, just as we were coming up, like this, like this little baby right there,
Yeah.
she's going to be 6 in 2 months. And she's
Oh
in
my
kindergarten.
goodness.
And she's like telling me when we're reading bedtime stories, like, oh, like in the word have and came, she's telling me, oh, that E makes that letter say its name. Like, okay, that went fast.
Yeah, time do. So I think that with with the crafting that you do, using photos is a, like you just showed us, is a great reminder, or kind of way of preserving the the present for the future, right? Like taking that
Yes.
snapshot and being purposeful about and then getting, like you said, getting it off your phone, and then making it part of your like mantle or your tree over your experiences or gifts. I think is like
Yep.
so cool. So let's see. Well, Emily. Oh, and then I also wanted to mention too that Emily actually has. I have a workshop page. So Emily, how have you? Your workshops are very much there to make things easier for everyone. Which workshops do you have?
Yeah. So I have a few different ones, of course. So I have the biggest one is the photo explosion box. And people I know will get like way overwhelmed, like, oh my God, that's a huge project. So I made printouts of like planning it. And so you can like literally write down on paper, like, I want to use these photos from these events, and go through it, like, how to
Oh,
pick your
that's
best
smart.
photo.
I get overwhelmed.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, okay, so this event, maybe I have 20 photos that I'd like to use. And this event, only I have 1 or 2. So then I have a little chart of like, okay, well, if you want to use 1 or 2 photos, then use this type of, pull out or slide out or fold out.
Okay, cool.
And how to get like an easy way to get your photos resized, and how to do captions in Design Space. Because I like to put the date and the event. So, because you'll forget eventually. And so it's a really full comprehensive of how to do all these photos, and then also how to do all this explosion box with all these different elements.
Yeah, that's
the photo explosion box. Okay. There's also a workshop that is just using photos. So if you're wanting to, I guess, like sharpen your skills on how to use your photos with your Cricut and print and cut and master that.
Yeah, I like that. A lot of us are just kind of still figuring out.
I have a new.
Yep. Oh yeah. Show us this one.
Yep. Okay, I have a new workshop on the twist and pop cards. So like this is one of my most popular ones. This is free on my blog. You can send someone hugs virtually, but I love this mechanism because, it looks just like a normal card, but then it comes out over twice the size. So
that's so
I did a whole workshop on how you can create your own twist and pop with whatever you want inside.
So that's another, that's a very simple way of giving people an experience when they even open a card. So.
Yes. Yep. And just as we were waiting, I decided to put a little coupon code for everybody. I'm just going to pop it in the chat right now. If you type in crafts and coffee, then you can have a little bit of a discount on any of my products.
Oh, yay!
I actually have a 30% off coupon that I emailed out to my list yesterday. So if you're on my list, you got a 30% off coupon for the pop-up cubes in the cash box.
Oh, that's such a cool. Okay, so I did not expect our ghosts to be bearing gifts. So that's pretty exciting. So thank you so much for doing that. All right, so we are going to move on. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our Ghost of Christmas Future. And we're going to bring all the other ghosts back on at the end and just kind of wrap things up. So we'll have Emily back in a minute. That was kind of a harsh transition. Sorry, Okay, so we are bringing on the Ghost of Christmas Future. Let me make sure I've got your sound on. All right, this is Joa Crandall. And Joa Crandall was actually the guest that we had on, I think, probably one of our most watched episodes of the Crafts and Coffee Chat this year. And
That's
she
amazing.
Right? It's like crazy. It's like completely blown up. But I think part of what made it so like timely and cool was that you were talking about how to use AI as a crafter. And you blew up like everybody's minds, like was just like amazed at the stuff you showed us using ChatGPT and Creative Fabrica. So that was an amazing episode. And I don't know, I'd like to know, has anybody here actually used AI yet in their crafting? Because since that episode, you've gone and done a couple different summit projects that you actually feature AI.
That's right. So sometimes I think people may not even know that they've used, AI images in their projects, especially with some of the print and cut or sublimation stuff. The Cricut Craft Fest, the holiday one, that was Abby Kirsten's just this past, when was that, October, I guess? It seems like it was yesterday. My project for that summit was holiday cards. So I did Halloween and Christmas cards. And if they bought the VIP pass, there was a bundle of clip art that they could use for any holiday. They were all different holidays. And all of those images I generated with AI. So, wow. Yeah, it's so fun.
PD said that she did all her Christmas cards with AI this year. That's pretty impressive. Oh, and we have a couple people that are mentioning your angel, because honestly, that is like the thing that you've been known for so long, is those Christmas angels.
The Christmas angel is how a lot of people came to know me during Jennifer Maker's first Holiday Fest back in 2020. So yeah, I have two of them up here on my shelf right above my desk. That angel is certainly something special to my heart, because I know a lot of people that follow me knew that I had a granddaughter that we lost early. She was born prematurely and unfortunately was only with us a couple days. But the day I recorded that video was the day she was born. So it's just very special in my heart.
A lot of people are making that angel as kind of a memorial of somebody who's not with them.
Yep.
So, yeah. No, it's an amazing project. You are so talented with all the layer paper art that I was honestly a little surprised to see you moving in, or seeing how excited you got about something that is not as hands-on, but is more digital. Now, tell us a little bit why this has been why is this something that's so exciting to you?
I love my crafting. Love it. I'm sitting here in a craft room filled with
toys,
filled with craft stuff.
Yeah.
But when AI came out, I was just fascinated with it. In fact, Emily's the one that first told me about ChatGPT way back in January.
I remember that. I just kind of rolled my eyes and like, sure am. Okay, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care. And she's like, it's so amazing.
I went down this AI rabbit hole. And I think a lot of people may have noticed, if you follow my blog, I have not been putting out as many designs. It's just, when I was working full-time on the blog back during COVID, I was home all the time and had a lot of extra time, but I still work full-time. I have a full-time corporate job. So it's hard for me to put out a lot of designs and work. And I have 2 adult children out of state, and then 1 teenager still here with me. And
you're a crazy girl.
So I'm not quite playing mom taxi just over the past couple weeks. I mean, she literally just got the license. So, I was taking her here and there and everywhere. So there didn't leave a lot of time for designing and crafting. But what I found fascinating is even in these car rider lines and whatnot, I can sit and make images on my phone with AI. And I'm to the point, I'm in my 50s and I'm looking forward to retirement. And as mentioned, I have 2 adult children, and I do have a granddaughter, Leah, who's 2.5 now, and a grandson who will be born next month. And so I want to be able to, be a digital nomad, as they call it, and traveling and, continue my blog, but kind of focus it a different way so that I can help people learn how to use AI in their crafts. So I have 2 main points. So how people can use AI in their crafts, or for those who want to learn to make money with digital products like SVGs or clip art, all of that type of thing. I really want to teach people how to make money. I know times are tough, and it's never been easier to make money online, especially with AI. It's so easy and so cool. So that's kind of where I'm pivoting. I'm not giving up my craft blog by any means.
Oh, no.
I still love that. But I want to show people how to make money because it's amazing what you can do with this AI stuff.
So you started something called the Mom Hustle Network.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit, Mom Hustle. It's kind of what you're talking about with like ways to make money while you're still being a mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm a mom, and then you don't have to be a mom, but moms hustle all the time.
But isn't that like where your heart's at right now? It is
where my heart's at. And when I had my two older kids, like I said, that are now grown, 25 and 29, I really wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and that was never in the cards for me. It just financially didn't work out. And even times are tougher now than they were, in the 90s or whatnot. So economically, but I discovered, there are people making literally $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month, just by creating digital designs and selling them on either social media or Etsy. I've had an Etsy shop for 5 years. I know the ins and outs of Etsy. So on the new Facebook page that I have created, which Mom Hustle Network.
I want that.
Thanks. It's called Mom Hustle Network. And that's where I intend to teach people who want to learn how to make extra money online from home, specifically using AI and digital products.
Sorry.
That's where I'll teach them.
Yeah, so I think that what you're saying is really great because I think that we went from saying, I like how as a mom, you can go ahead and be home. It's but you can also still have a job. Things are much more flexible. Part of that's the internet. Part of that's, how easy it is to start an online shop or how easy to sell things online now. And I think that it's nice that and even if you do decide that, there's ups and downs. So it's your kids need more focus right now. Well, you can still kind of have that passive income coming in and then put more time and effort to developing new products or things, as things slow down, maybe on Christmas maybe on summer break or something like that, or in these little pockets of time like you're talking about.
That's the nice thing about digital products. And especially even somebody that has maybe a Etsy shop where they're selling t-shirts or whatnot. As something comes in, an order comes in, you have to get that order out. With digital products, you've already made the product and it's delivered automatically. So I literally have SVG designs that I made in 2018 on Etsy that I'm still making money from today. And I haven't done anything with them, for years. So passive income, that's definitely, multiple income streams. But even just the AI stuff, for the crafters, there's so many cool things that can be done.
Okay, so that's what I was just going to say or ask next. So
sure.
If you guys were watching for our episode that we did here at back, was it July? You had showed us create a Fabrica and ChatGPT to write a story. And you were talking about how you Midjourney is kind of the next level, and it's really a cool program. It was still getting developed, and you promised us that you would do some teaching on Midjourney or come out with a book on Midjourney. And I was blown away because I think it was not 3 weeks later and you had that book out. So tell us a little bit about Midjourney and how is it something that's difficult to use or?
I wouldn't say it's difficult. It's just like anything else. When you're first learning something, you can get frustrated, especially software wise.
I totally get that.
It runs right now on what's called a Discord server. So it's kind of like an instant messaging. You message this server, a bot, and then it responds with the answers. So my book that I wrote is 180 pages. I don't even remember now. But the first 50 or so pages go through exactly, how to work with Discord, step by step, screenshots, shows you everything. And then the last part of the book is all prompts that you can use. So people are making.
I was gonna say, explain what a
books.
prompt is too.
Sure. So a prompt is what generates the image. So if you say, I want to have a cartoon image of a ballerina on an elephant. You literally just
some of the prompts are
describe
as funny as anything else.
what you want it to see, and there's that. So you tell it what you want to see. So the fun thing about Midjourney is that they are supposedly within the next couple weeks releasing version 6, which will move it to the internet, and you won't have to go to Discord, and it'll be even easier. And I, by all means, will be updating my ebook right away when that happens. I'm super excited. I've seen some demos of it already. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
So I can show multiple images if you'd like.
Yeah, actually, I was just gonna say. So, how would we as crafters use AI? And because Ghost of Christmas Future, like this is gonna be this is like a tool, right? That we can go ahead and incorporate in our regular crafting. How are we gonna do that?
Absolutely. There's so many different ways that you can use these images. You can make stickers. You can make coloring books. You can make anything that you would do with print and cut. You could, use an AI image. I mentioned the Holiday Cricket Craft Fest. I used images, just little images that were one-off images that I put together as a bundle of clip art, and then you can put them together to make greeting cards. Or the other fun thing that I've really been researching is print on demand, which I know a lot of crafters don't really care for print on demand, but I found that you don't have to sell the items for print on demand. I can make some images and have them printed on wrapping paper, like personalized wrapping paper for my granddaughter. And
that's so cool.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so
you can sign up for a Printify account. You don't have to sell anything. You can just order the products for yourself. So very cool stuff. Or you could set up an Etsy shop and do that for people, Yeah.
So I have actually used a couple different, like Sticker Mule, to make stickers, even though I can make stickers with my print and cut, with Cricut Design Space, because I really liked the, at the time they had some fabulous holographic effects that I couldn't necessarily get, using at the time, using my Cricut. And so they were just very professional. I could get 50 of them made. They had deals. And we actually got packing tape that we had completely branded to the Cricut Adventure Summit as well. And so super, I didn't even think about my own wrapping, because I was trying to figure that out one day. I'm like, I don't know how to do wrapping paper with the Cricut. I just couldn't figure it out. I could just have it printed.
I have a wrapping paper. This is not print on demand, but you can literally buy a whole roll of wrapping paper. It comes in different sizes. You can get, just like you would buy the little folded up small version, or you can get a whole roll. There are so many things on Printify's website. They literally have 800 plus items. You can get a throw pillow that you could put a pattern on the back, and a cute little thing on the front. So I have so many ideas coming up for this next year that people can either do just personally, or if they want to sell them. So
all right, so
I'm super excited if you can't tell.
Yeah, I can. I have actually a course coming out in January where I'm going to be showing people how to use Procreate. And one of the things about Procreate is it's design, and then going ahead and using some of these different programs like Printify and Print on Demand, I think is a really cool way of kind of expanding what you can do with your designs. So I'm going to have to talk to you more.
You need my Printify affiliate link, yes.
I was just going to say, maybe we'll even have you come in as a guest into the course platform.
Yes.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yes. And I actually print it for people that maybe want to open an Etsy Printify shop. I do have a link, and I have a discount code from Printify for 70% off.
Okay, so where do we get that?
Of their university. I'll have to put it on, I can put it in my Mom Hustle blog page or Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Printify has a boot camp that is regular, like about $60, and they gave me a 70% off coupon. I didn't even think about that when we were talking earlier. So it's like
Wow.
$18 to learn how to do all this stuff, Printify and use their site.
So even though I'm almost 50 and you're 50, and a lot of our people that are watching are actually like a little bit older as well, you feel like we could do this. Like the future of
Oh,
crafting, this could be a tool that we can
absolutely.
use.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So Joy, did
Yes.
you have something that you were going to show us?
Well, I just thought maybe I would show you. Let me share my screen. I made some cute little images.
All right, I'm going to have to bring it up here. Let me see if I can do that. And I'm going to just kind of...
I see a couple comments about Spoonflower. Yes, Spoonflower will make fabric designs. And I have a whole list of different print-on-demand places that you can make different and what they correspond with. So Spoonflower will do fabric. They'll do curtains.
Oops.
Printify also does curtains and shower curtains, but Spoonflower, I believe, does wallpaper. Even if you want to, if you want to draw and Procreate or create an AI image with for wallpaper. So this is just a cute little girl. So this is what we were talking about prompts. I don't know how well you can see it, but here this is the prompt I asked for: a chibi style girl in an outdoor scene. She has brown hair. She's wearing a red coat with brown boots. I said she's depicted as happy, playfully catching snowflakes. The background features a festive decoration of Christmas lights, a Christmas tree, gently falling snow, and whimsical, joyful winter atmosphere. So simply just putting some words in there and describing what I want. These are the images that Midjourney came up with. And
Oh
I
my
just
gosh,
think they're
so cute.
adorable. Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
Yep, those are all adorable. So
Yeah.
it's almost like
These
we
were
can
some
create our own
stickers
clip
that
art.
I was, generating images for some stickers that's coming, for some things coming up. The other fun thing I've created have been some coloring pages. So literally you can do so many things. That's another class I'm going to put together next year, is how you can obviously create coloring pages and sell them digitally or give them away digitally. But the other cool thing I've found is Amazon KDP, which is Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. You can sign up for a free account. You don't even have to have Amazon, but you can create a coloring book or even a picture book or a storybook. Amazon prints the books for you, and then they'll be sold on Amazon. But I intend to create some just even for my granddaughter and just order them for my granddaughter.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
there's just so many ideas of things that can be done with all of these images. It's just amazing to me.
That is so cool. Yeah, I feel like I think so. A lot of people are kind of like kind of wary of AI, and as crafters, we're very we use our hands a lot to make things. And just like people were wary of Cricut and bringing technology into crafting, I think that a lot of us have kind of gotten over that and seen it as a tool that we can now use to kind of make, to even bring our crafting to kind of almost another level of making it more professional or giving us the time to be able to do more things. So
absolutely.
AI, I think if you think of it as a tool, kind of like, the next tool that you can kind of bring in, I think is actually going to end up being really like a boost to people's creativity. What do you think?
I agree. In fact, speaking of a boost, let me see if I can find it. Jennifer Maker asked me to do another angel I'm going to stop sharing my screen and find something real quick while I talk. Jennifer Maker asked if I would do another angel for her holiday, what was it called? Maker Academy weekend this year.
Yes.
And, as a designer, sometimes you just get in this stuck in the head about, what can I do? What can I do? And so I actually asked ChatGPT to give me some angel ideas, or not ChatGPT, Midjourney. see if I can find them in my images. And although I didn't use the image as it was, I took bits and pieces and then created my vector design to create this angel.
Wow. Okay, so you totally took like you totally wrapped them all up together. The paper crafting, the Cricut design, or and then also this design element. So
I found them. Let me show you this. I had to scroll through thousands of my images I've created. Here we go. So some of these look kind of similar to, I have her over here. Let me grab her on my shelf.
Joa, can you show us your original angel too?
What's that?
Can you show us your original angel too? Not right now, but when we're done.
The 3D version, I have to crawl on top of my desk to
then
get her down.
Somebody asked about it. So you guys can actually go to Joa's website and probably just search angel and you'll be able to see it. So
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So show
the
us
3D version, I have the directions so that it has fairy lights inside, so it lights up.
Okay. So now show us this new, because I think that this turned out absolutely gorgeous.
So this is the new one that I designed in Adobe Illustrator. And I did all of these vectors, but I took inspiration from a lot of these images that I generated on Midjourney. I don't know if they're too small to see here, but like I can scroll through these.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was asking it for angel, and then I came up with this design kind of loosely based on a lot of these images that were AI generated.
Wow. So you used it really as kind of a way of helping you refine your design ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So by giving it kind of almost the first part of it with the prompt, so we all kind of start in the whole process of design. We start with an idea, or we start by gathering other ideas and then kind of filtering it through what we want to make and making choices of, well, I'm going to include this or not include this. And so this just kind of helps you kind of, or it would help all of us just kind of work through some of that process a little bit quicker by being able to visually see some of these ideas as we work.
Exactly. Yep.
Wow.
That's how this one came about. Yep.
Yeah. And see, I love your images that you came up, but the way that you took that and actually created that design is just gorgeous. So that is actually really, really cool. So let's see, is there something else you wanted to show us?
The other thing is I've gone down the path of ChatGPT. For those who have a lot of people are familiar with ChatGPT, but if you have the paid version, that now includes DALL-E, which is their image generator. So here I generated a Christmas future in my head of what Christmas future would look like in my house, I guess. But it's super easy. You literally just put in prompts. So I asked for a whimsical watercolor background with a gingerbread house. And these images that come up are just, I think they're stunning.
Oh, absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different ways. There's more than one image generator that you can use. It doesn't have to be Midjourney. It can be ChatGPT. There's others out there. There's one called Leonardo. There's all kinds of them. But, use your imagination to figure out, how you could use some of these images either in your crafts or on something printed. You can even have these made, like I mentioned, with Printify into wall art. You could have that on a canvas. And it, costs like $20. So.
Okay, so I should mention, because after seeing all of Joa's stuff and talking to her, I just went and tried to upgrade to the paid version of ChatGPT. And it said there was a wait list. And it took probably a week. And then they sent me an email that said I could now do it. So then I was able to upgrade. Because everyone's talking about these like, oh, there's DALL-E and it interfaces with Canva. And I'm like, it's not doing any of that for me. And that was because I needed to go ahead and get that that paid version. So
yes. So in the Mom Hustle Network, I think I'm going to, after Christmas, after I get back from Iowa, I'm going to start a Facebook group. I'm much better at posting in groups than on a page. And then I'll start demoing, different things, capabilities of ChatGPT and different things that you can do with it. The one thing I see in the comment here, somebody mentioned Bing. And Bing does use Dolly's same image generator. The
Cool.
only thing I would caution is Bing is for personal use only. So that's fine if you're just using it for your own crafts. But if you want to use it for something to sell, either online or even something that a craft that you make with an image from Bing, just be aware that Bing's licensing use only for personal use. So there's lots of different rules and stuff about that, and I've gone down and researched all of that stuff too.
That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think that I think that it's, as a crafter, I think that there is just so much. I feel like most of us are going to kind of shy away from AI, thinking, well, it's, we like to do our handmade, but using it as a design tool, using it as a way of kind of even just focusing our designs and helping us quickly move from one idea to another by actually seeing it and not just visualizing it, I think is really going to help all of us kind of move, be able to give us more time to craft, if nothing else. So.
Yeah, it's certainly for the crafters, there's a lot more uses probably for sublimation.
Mainly
a printing feature. There are shops on Etsy that are making literally $50,000 a month selling tumbler prints that are AI generated.
It so
just
nuts.
Blows my mind.
And they're new shops.
I do
it's not like they've been around for forever.
Do copyright issues arise using AI designs? So I've done all kinds of research on this, and from what I have learned, so it's not taking pictures of artist work and just one picture. So what AI does, it literally takes thousands of pieces of information and puts it into one image, specifically based on the words that you put in there. Now, if I tell it to make a picture of Mona Lisa, it's going to make a picture of Mona Lisa, and that certainly will cause a copyright issue. If I say I need a picture of Mickey Mouse or Tinkerbell, yes, you will. It may generate stuff like that, and you wouldn't be able to use that. So some of it's common sense, just like when we're doing our regular crafts. Don't just do it on a coffee mug. So. Yep. But in and of itself, the AI generation is not taking pictures from other people and recreating them unless you specifically ask it to recreate something.
Okay. All right. So I honestly was very, I wouldn't say I was anti-AI, but I was very cautious of AI. And I didn't really see the benefits until I started talking to you. Like when Emily first talked about it, I was just like, ah. But yeah, no, there are so many different ways. So if anybody here has not seen our Cricut crafting adventure with Joa back in, I think it was July or June, guys, go back and check that out, because she walks you through Creative Fabrica, which I think is kind of something like that's familiar for a lot of people. But again, if you feel like this is something that you're interested in, her book on Midjourney was a game changer. So. Pretty cool.
And if for people watching, if they go back and review that Creative Fabrica one, I also did a tutorial on my YouTube channel for Creative Fabrica Spark. I need to update it because they have since, at the time we did that, they had some limits and you had to buy kind of an upgrade for the AI portion to make it faster and whatnot. And now that, sorry, me and my fingers, that does. It'll give you the thumbs up. So anyway, the Creative Fabrica has wrapped that into for those of us crafters, I know a lot of us have their membership, and that's all included in their membership now.
Okay, cool. All right, so I am going to go ahead and bring back everybody else. Oh, it looks like Lucy's got cats.
Of course.
All right. So we went a little bit long. Joe, I know that you got to actually get going.
I do. I have to run and pick up my daughter. Finals are over in 10 minutes.
Okay. So we're going to just wrap this up really quick, but I just wanted
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. I just wanted to actually ask you guys, kind of give me a hint on, so I guess Emily and Lucy, what do you guys kind of have to look forward to in 2024? Or what do we have to look forward to from you in 2024? Do you guys have any ideas yet?
Yeah, more cards, more workshops. I don't know. I kind of want to create like a little bit more of the community. I'd love to do some in-person events, but I'm not sure if that's just, a pipe dream or not. But I feel like, yeah, the connection we make with people is really, really important.
Lucy?
Well, that's exactly kind of my goal. I just want to reach more people. I've been pretty amazed that even though I have kind of a narrow niche, I how big my audience is, and that people just love what I do. Just like they love what you guys do, and it's just been very gratifying. And I don't know, just keep having fun and coming up with new designs and getting to express myself.
Well, I have definitely loved hanging out with all of you guys. I feel like I'm a lot less Scroogey at this point. So every time I think this is part of creating a community and having people that you can, kind of talk to. And a lot of the Facebook groups do great like this. But I think what it does is it really kind of, if you're feeling like I'm not quite sure what to do, I'm not sure like kind of where to go with things, having other people kind of even just sharing their creativity tends to get me very excited. So I love that you guys are some of my besties, best friends. I love that all of you here in the chat are here today. These experiences or these lives that we do, I love being able to interact with you guys and see you in the chat and just talk to you. And it really helps me feel connected as well. So I think that I don't know if that's this, part of this whole spirit of Christmas is just creating a community, making crafting an adventure. So actually, to kind of pull that like full stream, you guys were both in the Cricut Crafting Adventure in 2023. Can we expect to see you back for 2024?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Wouldn't miss it.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Lucy, you too?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And are you already thinking about your projects? No, just kidding, because none of us are. We're thinking like 1 week in advance.
No, I have an idea, but it's probably too hard, so.
All right, well, you refine that idea, and I'm sure you'll come up with something absolutely amazing. And speaking of actually in real life, I think that's something else that Amy and I have been talking about trying to figure out for 2024 as well. So just maybe a way to kind of get everybody together, because I have actually never met Lucy, Amy, or Emily, or Joa. So I think it'd be really fun to kind of gather people together and invite you guys along too. So we're trying to kind of work that out a little bit as well. So see if there's any like in-person things that we can do for 2024. Fun, right?
Yes, very excited.
Okay, that'll be like one of our goals. Okay, so you guys, again, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you liked our Christmas special with our little Christmas like ghosts and spirits and stuff, and I hope it puts you in the Christmas spirit this year as well. Make sure you go and check out Emily at Minor DIY, Lucy at Paper Glitter Glue, Joa at Special Heart Studio, and then Amy at amyromeo.com, and then me, of course, Jen Swift at Wellcrafted Studio. And we're excited to see you guys. And yeah, I hope you have a fabulous Christmas. Anything last to say, you guys?
Yep. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
And thank you.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank
Thanks
you guys.
for.
Yeah, thanks. So everybody, thank you in the chat for showing up because it's like super fun. And then you two and Joa as well, you guys. I love you. I'm so glad that you are here. I'm so glad we get to do this together. So thank you guys and have a great, fabulous day.
Okay. Bye.